What's going on, my peeps? So when you want to talk about the GOATs of JJK, there's one name in particular that everybody mentions, and you're not going to tell me that he's not on your list of top 5 most skilled sorcerers, non-sorcerers, whatever your list is. He's top 5. All right, we're talking about Toji Fushiguro, or Toji Zenin as he originally was, and like how he came back kind of in season 2 as Toji Zenin. Cool. So we talking about Toji Zenin in this video, but you already know that because you saw the thumbnail. Got it. Let's go ahead and talk about my man's abilities, why my man's so skilled, his weapons, all that. His history in the Zen Clan. A lot of people don't know about his history in the Zen Clan. I'm going to cover that stuff, so there's going to be spoilers. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, just know I may forget to say, oh, this is a spoiler. So watch this video at your own discretion. But subscribe. You feel me? Because like you're still here, so subscribe. Hit the like button, you feel me? Because we need to rack up some likes. Let's get like I don't know, like 100 likes on this video. I mean, like I only got 120 subscribers, so like can't ask for a lot, right? But I mean, like if all of you guys watch it, like it. Why not, right? Share it, comment, and yes, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hi, how you doing? We're talking about Toji. All right, cool. I covered JJK, and in the future I'm gonna cover other anime. But right now, talking JJK, because I love JJK. So, let's go ahead and talk about Toji Zenin. Alright, so the first thing you guys gotta know about Toji, right? He comes from the Zen Clan, and I've said it in a couple videos now, but I'm gonna say it again. The Zen Clan is not cool, bro. Like, the Zen Clan is not full of cool people, alright? If you're a woman in the Zen Clan, you are treated horribly. If you are a male in the Zen Clan, and you have low levels of cursed energy, or you just don't have like a ideal technique, like inherited technique, because like you have like your innate technique is the technique that you're born with, and inherited technique is a technique that's passed down through generations. Now there's no real like pattern or trait or anything that decides who gets the inherited techniques, right? So it doesn't matter who your parents really are. Half the time you're not really gonna get blessed with the technique that they have. Naobito and his son Naoya, who Naobito is the current head of the Zen Clan in season 2, and Naoya is his son, who should be the next clan head because he's his son, so they're probably gonna keep it in the family, you feel me? Like, I know what happens, but I don't need to tell you guys that for a Toji video. So they both have the same exact technique. So the technique you saw him use, projection sorcery in season 2, yeah, Naoya, his son, he got the same technique. So that doesn't always happen, right? Because Toji is obviously Megumi's dad. Megumi doesn't have heavenly restriction, all right? He's got 10 shadows technique. So it obviously doesn't always happen like that, you feel me? So back to the Zen Clan. So the Zen Clan did not treat Toji well because of the fact that he had no cursed energy. He is basically like, what would you call it? Like an anomaly in the Zen Clan, right? No cursed energy. Guess what? You're not even worth being like a warrior, like in the police force, army type thing that we have. You're not going to be part of them because you have no cursed energy. You have no value in the Zen Clan. Why are you here? Is basically their mindset when it comes to Toji. So it wasn't until Toji grew up and basically showed them his skill sets as the Invisible Man, as a sorcerer killer, that they started to respect him and fear him, because Toji eventually became that guy in the Zen Clan where if you need an assassination done, you send him because he's going to get it done. He's got like 100% success rate until he fought Gojo, which was his last fight. That being said, Toji was like absolutely feared by Naoya. Like Naoya, bro, he like he's a little shit. Like nobody likes him, and he was thinking to himself in the manga. He was thinking to himself, "Oh, I'm gonna go see this non-sorcerer, this guy with zero curse energy. I'm gonna go see what the hype is about because I'm pretty sure that he's weak and I could take him." And at this point, Naoya is young, bro. Like he is young. He's a kid, and bro, there's no reason he should be thinking this, right? But he does. And then he runs into Toji, and Toji doesn't even look at him, right? He just walks past him, and now he is shitting bricks, bro. He's looking at Toji like, yo, bro, I can't hang with him. And Toji just doesn't care, right? Toji's walking around like in his, I'm pretty sure he's wearing a kimono or something like that. But he's just chilling. He's just minding his own business, doing his thing, hating his Zen Clan like always. And he was wearing the same attire when he went to go see Gojo when Gojo was like 5, I believe. and he wanted to see what the hype up was about Gojo and the Six Eyes and the Limitless being born all in one. And that's when he like realized, oh, he could see me. I'm the Invisible Man. How could he see me? There's gonna be a couple cuts. I sneezed a couple times in this video thus far. Anyways, though, so yeah, Toji, when he was with the Zen Clan, he pretty much only did the assassination jobs and did not enjoy his time with them because realistically they did not treat him well. They didn't. He wasn't valued. He just like lived a life of like just doing jobs for them and then being told constantly that like, why are you here, basically. Other than that, Toji found Megami's mom. They fell in love, had Megami. She passed on. Toji then basically lost himself and was like, yeah, I'm not going to be a dad and I'm going to do basically what I want to do and just do assassination jobs. Also has a crazy, ridiculous gambling addiction. Terrible gambler, so he doesn't ever like hit the big one. So there's that. But he's good at what he does. That's like the premise of everything, is that he's good at what he does, so he gets hired for a lot of assassination jobs. That being said, Toji has a crazy skill set because he has Heavenly Restriction. Heavenly Restriction, if you don't know what it is, go check out the Heavenly Restriction video, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on what it is. Heavenly Restriction comes in two different ways, right? You're either blessed with a ton of cursed energy, or you're blessed with no cursed energy and an amazing physique and muscular physical prowess, basically. And your senses are like heightened. So let's look at Mekamaru for the massive cursed energy pool portion of Heavenly Restriction. I don't think he has legs, an arm, and he's basically the like the glass skin and paper bones guy from SpongeBob. He's basically that, but he's got like special grade levels of cursed energy. Great, awesome. We see it in the Mekamaru versus Mahito fight. Dude's got crazy amps in special grade cursed energy. That being said, he's got no like body really, so like, is it really worth it? You tell me. But then there's the other side of things where Maki and Toji have Heavenly Restriction that gives them a good like muscular physique that allows them to be super fast, super strong, durable versus curses, heightened abilities like sense of smell, sight, all that stuff, right? The only other thing that happens is that they don't have any cursed energy, so they can't use cursed energy to like do cool things like how Gojo has the Limitless, Geto has cursed manipulation, all those special abilities, right? That doesn't mean they can't get like Shikigami, because obviously Toji was able to just make a Shikigami like him enough, basically submit to him and say, you're rolling with me and now you're mine. And that's basically what happened. So he has that cool inventory Shikigami, which basically carries all of his cursed tools, and that's how he remains invisible, because that Shikigami is able to shrink itself down. I'm saying Shikigami, it's not Shikigami, it's a curse. It's just a curse. So like in my head, like when you're using Shikigami, basically they're your like curses that you like constantly have. It's kind of the same thing what Toji has without being a Shikigami user. He just has a curse that like says like, yeah, I'll obey you. And it shrinks down to the size of a ball. He swallows it. So like now that Shikigami, that curse is invisible because it's inside his guts. So nobody can still sense the curse energy from that curse. So that's how he remains invisible. Nobody can sense him coming. Blah, 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 blah. You get it. So that being said, right? Let's talk about some inventory about Toji, because Heavenly Restriction is awesome because it grants him all those abilities to like move super fast and all that I mentioned. But he also tops it off with having some special grade cursed tools and weapons that allow him to really, really take out some crazy opponents. Like this guy beat Geto when he was a grade 1 sorcerer before he turned special grade, which he did the following year after Toji came by. And he beat Gojo, who I believe at that point was a special grade sorcerer. I mean, he should have been special grade from like the age of 10, bro, realistically. Like, he's insane. Anyways, though, so when we're talking about his cursed tools, right? Well, first off, he has like more than just cursed tools. He has like non-cursed tools and weapons. Like he has that katana that's just a normal katana. He has the small combat blade that is just literally just that, like a pocket knife type thing. And then he has a handgun, which he's actually really accurate with. He almost took out Gato with that. Gato wasn't like super quick with that squid curse and like was able to block the bullets. So he's extremely accurate with these firearms. But when we're talking about cursed weapons that he has, whoo boy, my man, he's got that split soul katana that you see Maki have in the anime, not in the anime, in the manga. But that split soul katana, bro, it does not matter how hard your shell is. It does not matter about your defense. That thing cuts the soul, bro. It does not matter how hard your defense is. Your soul is being split by that katana, bro. So matching with his physical strength, his raw physical strength, it doesn't matter about your shell either because he's gonna cut through that too. So yeah, that's insane, and it's one of his like most used weapons. To be honest, it's what he uses versus cursed spirits because it really like takes them out really easily for him. Then he has the inverted spear of heaven, which basically is so good because it cancels out any activated curse technique. So Limitless is on, can't touch me. Anything that is coming after me, like this pen, for example, if it's coming to like here and then it starts slowing down due to my Limitless, if this was the inverted spear of heaven, yeah, it would bypass that and get to my neck. You see how that's crazy? Yeah, that's how he was able to beat Gojo. Then there's the chain of 1,000 miles, which is basically a normal chain. The only trick about it is that as long as you can't see the end of one side, then it will stretch out endlessly. It will never stop. So if he keeps it inside his curse, obviously it never stops. It's what he uses for long range if he's not using his handgun. But Kenjaku told us that using handguns is actually a very effective tool versus sorcerers. So, you know, which one's better? You tell me. And then there's Playful Cloud, which, yes, Playful Cloud was actually Toji's before it was Gato's, before it was Maki's, before it was anybody's. It was Toji's. And you know how I know that? Because it came from the cursed, the inventory curse that Toji had, that Gato's, subjugated after Toji basically got unalived by Gojo. So, yeah, Playful Cloud was his. And with his raw strength, because Playful Cloud is a 3... staff, I was gonna say katana. It's a 3 staff like spear type thing, kind of like a nunchuck, but like you could like slam it together to make it like into like kind of like a spear. But basically what it does is it takes the user's strength, right, their raw strength, and I guess you could use your cursed energy to enhance your raw strength. So like, yeah, you could kind of cheat, but it takes the user's raw strength. And that's how much power it gains. So say like Maki's using it, for example, versus Megami. Megami is strong, but he's not partial heavily restriction strong. So Maki using it is going to slam whatever object she's hitting more than Megami is going to slam it. When Todo used it, it was extremely effective. When Toji used it, it was obviously extremely effective. But when Gato used it versus Yuta, it never slammed Yuta through building after building after building when Yuta defended. But when Maki used it versus Hanami, it did. So, and Hanami's a special grade, so I mean, like, there you go. So it really shows that like the user has to have some immense physical strength for Playful Cloud to really max out its stats. But that's basically the most tools that we've seen Toji use. Other than that, I mean, the man has some fly heads that he uses to like sneak up on sorcerers and whatnot, but he really never needs to use them. He used them versus Gojo, but that inventory curse could really take anything, man, and put it inside of it, and then boom, he's good. Like Toji's smart enough where he's able to get out of a domain, figure out the situation he's in really quickly. He's fast enough where he could avoid like shots from Dagon, a special grade cursed spirit, which mind you, Toji is 100% special grade. There's no way that he's not. He's a special grade curse user, and there's only 2, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna say there's only 2, and I'm not gonna spoil who the second one is, but there's only 2, and Toji's one of them. All right, I'm gonna just be straight up about that. Other than that, when it comes to Toji, I mean, like, he wins almost every single fight that he gets into. If it wasn't for Megami being his kid, he would have won that fight too. I'm gonna be real with you. But yeah, Toji, Fushiguro, Toji Zen, however you want to call it, he's the GOAT. He's realistically the GOAT. He had a rough past, man, and it sucks being born into the Zen Clan. But at the end of the day, the dude really came out on top until he fought Gojo for pride, and he really did not have to take that fight. His instincts were screaming, "Yo, bro, you got paid. Get out. You don't have to stay here. Like, you already got paid," because he was supposed to assassinate the Star Plasma Vessel, which he did. but he also took out Gojo and Gato in the process, and I mean, like, that was just candy on top. You feel me? Like, he really didn't have to do all that. He could have like gotten her like when they nah, because they would have escorted her all the way down. Yeah, he had to do it. He had to do it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's Toji. That's Toji for you in a nutshell. That's Toji explained. I mean, like, he's gone at the end of he's gone at the start of season 2 and at the end of season 2. So you're gonna see some flashbacks of him in the manga when those get animated, but realistically, that's it. He's done fighting, so there's not much more to say about him. But he's the GOAT. He realistically is the GOAT. He got compared to a 3-finger Sukuna in speed, that he was faster than him. He probably is somewhere around 5-finger Sukuna in strength and speed, but dude's crazy strong. I honestly would not be surprised that if you see him in any versus battles, that he's the one taking it. So yeah, like the video, subscribe, my guys, please do. You feel me? Subscribe, and then hit the noted bell, comment, share it, do it all. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. All right, appreciate y'all.